Alright, what up guys? It is episode 4 of the Road to Pro, and we are in my kitchen. So this episode not going to really be about working out. It's what I do on my days off. So as you guys know, rest is one of the most important things you need in bodybuilding. The way the muscles grow, the way the muscles heal. It is everything we need to be able to be successful, to win, to pretty much win the nationals or any show possible. So I'm gonna run you guys through my days off. Lucky for us today, we have a lot of good footage to take. I am getting body work done today. I was supposed to get a haircut because this is getting ridiculous. But I forgot to schedule with my barber. So I'm probably going to have to go on Thursday on one of his walk-in days. If you hear any rustling, get out of there. It is because of this cat. Loves to eat things that she's not supposed to. And of course, my camera can't keep up with that all the time. So, we're going to make breakfast. Breakfast is the only meal that I actually make fresh every day. I don't like heating up eggs. Heated up eggs are gross. Everything is measured. A little bit of olive oil for the eggs. Guys, if you didn't know, olive oil is not bad for you. It's actually shown studies to help with fatty liver. And in a few studies in Europe, if you notice, people in northern Italy drink a lot of alcohol. It's just part of their culture. And eat a lot of olive oil. And where cases where they should see fatty liver, they don't. Then they tie it in with people like in the United States. And of course, we have a drinking problem. And they correlated that the reason why we have such a fatty liver content with most of the people who use alcohol is due to the fact that we really don't use olive oil in everyday cooking. We use all other different freaking oils that are way worse for us. So, actually one of the things that my doctor said to do to help with my high liver content, and plus the fact that I am an alcoholic, well, recovering alcoholic of 6 years, and I might have a slightly fatty liver due to that I should use a little bit more olive oil in my morning meals and a few other meals. Like, she's pretty much said, like, I should almost have a shot of olive oil every day. And she gave me the studies to back up her claims. And you know what? The evidence is there. And I'm one of the people. You give me evidence, you show me proof that, hey, this will work, I'm going to try it. I'm not going to, you can't deny science. And that's something in today's world we have a big issue with, that even though the scientific facts are there, everyone's ignoring them just because it doesn't go with their feelings. And no offense, science doesn't care about your feelings. I'm trying to get to my eggs. And she has burnt herself before. Not yet. So she doesn't hurt herself again. Say hi, Georgia. This is the cat we saved during my Georgia show. Her mother dropped her off in front of our car at our feet, and we took her to the vet and we took her home. Greatest cat ever. Right now, I just scrambled the eggs, guys. Don't do anything fancy on the weekdays. I have one client in Reno today. I was supposed to take us to Genoa too, but she canceled as I was setting up the cameras, as I was setting up everything, and it's a great time. You know, Mike, what do you do when you eat breakfast? I watch anime. So, truthfully, after I cook the eggs, I like to eat my eggs first, and then I start boiling the water for my cream of rice. And as I'm eating my eggs, I watch anime. And since I have a little extra time today, I get to even relax a little more. So, also, I know you guys hear me talk about meditation, and that's my needy cat. I didn't show you guys my morning meditation because it's 8 o'clock. I've been up since 6:30. I did my little quick morning shower because I do shower twice a day. And sorry, I try to get all the scrapings off my pan. If any of you know my fiance, you don't want her to start yelling at you because she's scary. Getting that mostly off the pan. I didn't put away the cooking trays from last night when I cooked my chicken. We also got to cook turkey today. Not too busy. This is actually a light day, so I'm glad I chose to do this today. And I'm making this camera work. I move around a lot, guys. I don't know how to sit still. It's a big problem of mine. And if you guys don't like it, I'm sorry. No, I don't measure my pepper. If I was in prep, I'd measure my pepper, but I don't. And my pink salt, right here. Ooh. So, one of my clients came to his workout yesterday, one of my bodybuilders, and I just see him eyeing his salt. I'm like, I told you guys, 1/8 of a teaspoon. And he's just like, so how am I supposed to measure out 1/8 of a teaspoon? Guys, you buy it, and you take it with you places. It's not hard. It's probably one of the easiest things you can do. Or maybe I'm just nuts and I think it's easy. But I've been doing this for 6 years. Well, 5 years. 5 years of actual competing, 6 years of actually working to get on stage. And I don't see the issue. At all. There's one of my other cats. So yes, guys, I have 5 cats. You guys are going to see them all come up to me in a little bit. I'm going to lay you down on our TV stand. And I have my couch pulled out like a bed. Yes. As soon as I wake up, I start my day. This is when, like, my online clients text me. This is when I start answering those. Once I get to Diamond, that's when a few other things go down. Guys, if you don't know, I just did a move from one gym to another. And with that move, some people got returns. And I'm seems someone didn't get their return like they were supposed to. Now I gotta figure that out. So that's gonna be a project for today. If you're gonna own your own business, guys, guess what? It is great. 100% absolutely amazing. But there are the downsides when stuff like this happens, and you actually have to be a business owner. This is when I wish I wasn't a business owner sometimes. This is when I wish that I had someone else work for me, but we are trying to be independent people. Independence isn't as great as what they say it is. No, I'm kidding. It's actually absolutely awesome. So, yep. I know my feet were in the shot, so any of you have a foot fetish, you got your rocks off. No, I'm kidding. Next time I see you, we're going to be in the car. Peace. All right, guys. I'm over. What up? So, I know I said we'll meet in the car, but if anyone knows me, I like shoes. And something I've been asked is, how big is your shoe collection? All honesty, not that big. But these are the shoes that I wear on a monthly basis. So let's check them out. We got these Jordans here. My Dunks, some more 4s, 7s, 1s, as you guys could tell. I'm a 1s guy. Unions, Imagines, Unions, Chicago's Lost and Founds. So, which one am I going to wear today? Truthfully, I'm wearing the Dark Magician Girl shirt, so we're wearing the Wizards. Ugh. Good old Wizard Dunks. Yeah. So if no one knows, my outfits always have a theme of some sort. If it ain't color, it's like the name of the shoe matches the outfit of some sort. So I'm a weirdo like that. Now we're heading to the car. So, you guys don't know, I have a spending money issue. If I have a credit card on me, I like to swipe it. So, keep my credit cards out of my wallet, out of my hands. Which is good because my fiance has my wallet because she took her car. So I don't have my debit card. And I need to get my body work done. And I have no cash on me because, again, no wallet. So, yep. All right, let me get this all set up in the car and we'll get going. Off to Reno. So I know I said before that my fiance took my wallet in my gym bag because she took the other car. People don't know, me and her have 3 cars. Well, 2 that work, and then my wonderful investment that has been the most expensive lawn ornament I have ever owned. So we have her Subaru that she bought, and then we have her old Subaru that we kept as like just our high mileage get from point A to point B car. And so I was driving hers yesterday because this one needed an oil change. And I thought I totally forgot to take my gym bag out. And that always has my wallet and everything else in it. So she then took her car, and I thought she left the gym bag in it. But lucky for me, unlike myself, she has a brain. And she took it out. So I have my wallet, which is good. And maybe that means I'll be able to actually get my hair cut, because they do Venmo, Zelle, and stuff, but I usually like paying them in cash because then, like, everyone knows when you own your own business, sometimes getting cash is nice, especially if you don't want to report it on your taxes. No, I'm kidding. But cash in, like, owning your own personal business is nice because usually if you use Zelle, Venmo, or Cash App, they're usually tied within your LLC or your business, and they take fees out. So me being my own business owner, I try my best as to try to give them as much of the percentage they deserve. So that's what I like to do. So that's why I usually like to pay him in cash. And I also like giving him a good tip. And honestly, when I give my people their tips, I don't like to actually see how much I give them. I don't like to see how much money I actually spend on other people than myself. Well, even though the haircut is for me, but you know what I mean. I'm seeing my man David. He is my massage therapist. Truthfully, out of all the massage therapists I have seen in the Reno area, he is the absolute best. I left my water bottle in the back. So if you guys don't know, or you just haven't been following the story for long, I have not the greatest kidneys and liver. Best I've had in my blood work so far, but definitely can use some work. We got a good 30-minute drive with each other. And the funny thing is, when I drive, I almost like should have a camera on me at the time because I kind of like talk. Almost like I'm in an interview with something. Thoughts going through my head, and or something like my client brought up, and I didn't answer them right away because my first response wasn't going to be the greatest. Anyone who knows me, I am very passionate about this sport, very passionate about bodybuilding, and I'm very passionate about everything that comes with it. The drive, the attitude, the fortitude the mental fortitude and physical fortitude that you need to be able to push through the workouts every day. or just push through the everyday life of being a bodybuilder. I have a client who is actually going to be doing Summer Shred Fest, the transformation category in 2028. Or at least I suggested to her that we do it in 2028. She looks like she listened to the suggestion, and I really hope that she does, because we want to bring the best look. But we had a conversation, and because she doesn't really know bodybuilding, she doesn't know prep, and I'm going to put her through like a prep that I would put any of my other clients through. It's intense, guys. Your first prep is very intense. And I'm not even going to lie, no matter what prep you go through, it's really intense. I just went through my 5th and 6th prep, my 4th and 5th prep this year. And granted, was it a little bit easier to navigate due to certain tools in which Chiron have given me? Yeah, of course. That was the whole point. It was to make it a little bit more doable without as much stress, and pretty much just less stress than you actually need. Now, what does that mean? So, if you don't have the mentality of, I'm going to do this, I personally believe, and this is my belief, not one. Other people have different beliefs, and that is perfectly fine. That's why there's a million different bodybuilding coaches out there. I have a belief, if you aren't aiming to win, if you aren't aiming to bring a better look than everyone else, you're not going to be able to make it through prep correctly. You might be able to get through the prep, but did you do it 100% correctly? Did you push yourself in the workout to the maximum that you possibly could? Did you only eat the food in which that your meal plan was designed for you to eat? Did you drink all your water? Did you take in all your health protocol? Did you do everything you were supposed to do to make it through the prep? And most of the time when I ask my clients that, the answer is no. For some clients, it's a yes. Like my one client, he did very well. It was his first season last year. He was just like, I did everything he said. And he came in looking good. Now, granted, it wasn't the look he wanted, but we did start at a very high fat percentage when going into the show. And I always believe when you're going to your first show, you're not going to bring your best look. We could try our best to bring in the best look. We could do everything we can. One, if it's your first time with the coach, they don't know your body 100% well. So they're shooting by the, and then if you just hire them for your prep, they're shooting from the hip about what they should be doing. Unless you're someone who kept notes, kept track of like what certain foods did what to you and everything else, I'm like, you're really not going to know, like, did I bring my best look? Like me, like my shows. We did 2 different styles of this. For Georgia, we did like my normal load up, how I usually like to do it, and with make it a little bit dirtier with a few burgers. And you know what? We brought one hell of a look. For our second show, we did it the exact way that Chiron wanted to do it, and guess what? We brought one hell of a fucking look. So we learned that, hey, we could do it both ways and still bring one hell of a look. My client, I like to load up people very clean. I don't really do a dirty load up unless you are totally 100% depleted. But my clients usually, when they go into their prep, they get a little heavy. They're a little heavier than they should. And granted, their diets shouldn't have made them that way, but according to them, they followed the diet. So I took those notes, I took those calculations, and I worked with it. And and that's another thing, guys. If you're going into coaching, no matter what you think, you gotta listen to what they're telling you. And trust me, I sometimes want to shoot myself in the foot for saying that, because if you're a coach, you've been doing this for a decent amount of time, like me, I've been doing this for 4 years of actual bodybuilding coaching, but I've been an actual fitness coach for about 6 years. You can kind of tell when someone is following their diet to the T and when someone's not. You can tell if they're eating a little too many cheat meals. You can tell if they're not following their sleep correctly. You can tell if they're just doing a little bit extra than they should. Or a little bit not extra than they should. I've had clients be like, oh, yeah, no, I followed the plan, but I skipped meal 1 and 2. I mean, I was told that. And I'm just like, wait, what? Well, no, duh, you're not losing weight. You don't have enough calories in you. You need calories to be able to burn weight, to lose weight. Like, you can't just starve yourself. Starving yourself works for a very little bit of time, but again, guess what? The body's going to fight against that. The body's going to go against that because it's going to go into survival mode. And with survival mode, it's just not going to lose weight, because now it's like, oh shit, if I'm not eating enough, I have to hold on to this so I can live for the very next day. And that's another thing, guys. The human body is like the human mind. And this is why I'm a huge believer: to fix the mind, you must fix the body. To fix the body, you got to fix the mind. Is that it's very... It doesn't think of the longevity of things. It's like, I need this now, so instant gratification. I need this now, I'm going to get it now, so get out of my way. What does that mean? So if you're not eating enough food and you're exercising at a very intense way, your body isn't going to eat the fat. It might start with that, but once you get to the point where it's like, oh shit, okay, breaking down the fat is taking too long, and I need energy now. It's a lot faster for the body to break down muscle than it is for the body to break down fat. And with that means you're literally just gonna waste away your muscle. You're not gonna keep the muscle, you're just gonna keep the fat. And with that, boom. Now all of a sudden, you're not losing weight, you're looking flabbier, and your physique is not becoming what you want it to be. You're not staying tight. You're not staying round. You're just getting flabby. And in bodybuilding, that's not what you want. And most people, when it comes to weight loss journeys, that's not what they want. They want that nice toned look. Well, guess what? You're not going to freaking get that if you're not eating. And I know there's some people who are like, oh, that's dumb. I thought you had to be on this amount of calorie diet. It's not the same for everyone. That's why I hate the whole, oh, if you eat 2,000 calories, you're in the right place. No, some people, like me, you got to know your resting metabolic rate. My resting metabolic rate is around 2,300 to 2,500 calories. If I was only eating 2,000 calories, I was close to not even eating to enough, because that is just the amount of calories that I'm burning sitting around doing absolutely nothing. Me sitting here talking to you, if I did this for 24 hours, I burnt around 2,200 calories. And if I was just sitting here eating, guess what? If I only ate 2,000 calories, I would still be in a around 200, 500 calorie deficit. And there's also another thing a lot of people don't calculate. A lot of people don't know this. Chess players, they burn just as much calories as any physical athlete, just due to the amount of energy they use using their brain. Cognitive exercise is not as good, but can also burn calories. And guess what? A lot of people don't know that. So, and the reason for that is under a lot of stress, cortisol's up, a few other things. That causes more calculations, everything. That's why bodybuilders, like, we harp on keeping the cortisol low. Because if you don't, it's going to affect the body and how the body functions. Yeah. Throw some knowledge out there. See, this is stuff I literally say without the camera here. And I'm pretty sure when people drive by, they think I'm insane, but I need, my way of thinking and my way of functioning is I need to vocalize what I'm thinking so my body kind of understands what I'm actually trying to say. That's why if you guys like watch me in these videos, I go on tangents where I just talk, and I might hit three, 4 different topics while talking. That's just how my brain works. My brain does not sit still. It just fires off a million things. ADHD, 100%. Good thing is, through therapy and through me going to school for psychology and social work, I've learned tricks and tips to be able to take that chaotic energy and focus it on one single point. Something I love to do, something I've always tried to do, and yeah, and that's the thing too, guys. If I know so many people that use learning disabilities, psychological disabilities, even physical disabilities as crutches on why they can't do things. And I think it's fucking bullshit, because I've had 3 TBIs. And if you don't know what a TBI is, a traumatic brain injury. One from a motorcycle accident when I hit a light pole only my head hit the light pole at 25 miles an hour. 2 is, my second one was, I got into a fight. Some dude hit me right in the head. Boom. Another traumatic brain injury. And then, I guess my third one wasn't actually a TBI. I got a concussion, and that was from my previous relationship before Liz, and that put me in the hospital for a traumatic brain injury. Well, a concussion at least. And guys, it's just, yeah. And my buddies were told, like, by the doctor, like, they visit me and there's like, okay, who's responsible for this guy? And one of my buddies took responsibility of me. He was just like, if he gets hit in the head one more time, like a really bad head injury, it's like he's most likely going to be brain dead. So it's always something I always have to worry about. One reason why I don't fight Muay Thai anymore. It's one reason why I really don't do any physical contact sports anymore. Because I am scared to going brain dead. Short-term memory is like a thing. I don't have it as well as most others. I also run into issues where, because of how scrambled my brain has been, I sometimes confuse scenarios in my head, and certain situations, like when I think back at them, I'm like, oh yeah, this happened. People look at me and it's like, yeah, some of that happened. That part didn't happen. I'm like, oh, really? Like, honestly, my brain like makes up scenarios sometimes, and it's really annoying because I kind of have to really keep in check about that. I usually make the joke that I over-exaggerate certain stories, but in all honesty, it's like my brain actually believes that happened, and it's really annoying. Honestly, the most annoying thing in the world, because I hold myself very probably on the fact that I am a very truthful and honest person, and I try to be as honest and as truthful as possible. It's a reason why, like I tell many people, I say everything straight to people's faces, because the last thing I want is for someone to say that I said something behind their back. That's why I'm very straightforward, people. I say something to somebody else, I say it to your face. There is no other way around it. If I say it to somebody, I say it to you. And it's the only way I'm going to do things. So, it's something I hold a lot of pride for. It's something I hold in my character very highly, is that no matter what, I'm going to tell you exactly how I feel about the situation. And like, this is why I tell people too, it's just like, I do keep some things to myself unless the question is asked. And I tell people, I'm just like, watch the questions you ask me, because I'm going to give you the God's honest answer. And you might not like this answer. I've lost friends due to the fact they asked me, like, oh man, what do you think of this? What do you think of this situation I'm in? And I look at them, I'm like, bro, you put yourself in that situation. That's on you. I do it to myself too. Like certain situations that I've fallen into life recently, it's just like, It's like, oh man, that must really suck. It's like, no, it doesn't. I caused the situation to happen due to the fact that I choose to be very vocal about my opinion and about my about what I think of things. And guys, that's going to get you in trouble at some point. That's going to put you in a situation at some point in time. It's not going to go pleasant. No one, in all honesty, man, most people don't want to hear the truth. They want you to pat them on the back. They want you to be like, oh, everything's going to be okay. But sometimes you got, like me, I don't believe in doing that, because if I tell you everything's going to be okay, you're perfect, that means I'm telling you that there is no room for growth. And that's bullshit. There's so much room to grow in every aspect of life. Like if somebody looked at me and told me, bro, you're running your business perfectly, there's not much more you can do, that's bullshit. I know that for a hard fact, that's bullshit. Same thing with my physique. You'd be like, bro, you got such a nice physique, there's really not much work to go on. That's fucking bullshit too. I could point out 5 things right now on my physique that need work. And that will probably need continuous amount of work even when I do go pro. When I go pro in September, and yes, I keep saying when I go pro in September, there is no other thing. I told you guys this in episode 3. There is no like if. I'm going pro in September. There's going to be at least a year's worth of work that needs to be done before I hit the pro stage. I'm hoping we don't need that much work, in all honesty. Like, I would love that I get my pro card in 2026. I want to be on stage somewhere on the East Coast in 2027. It doesn't need to be the New York Pro, no matter how much I want to take the New York Pro. I see that as like a 2028 goal. And that's when I go pro. So, I don't know, everyone's probably like, bro, you're right talking about big show names. And it's just like, you don't even have your pro card, or you don't even have a pro physique yet. It's like, no, I don't. But I'm going to get it. Like, you guys don't understand. There's no other choice. Like, I need to get the pro physique. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. It's pro physique. There's no other way around it. I'm going on national stage in September. I am like, I need that physique. Like, I'm gonna get that physique. If you guys are watching the workouts, I'm gonna get that physique. If you guys want to go, I could give you phone calls of 1 million people, of like several people who have worked out with me or have watched me work out since I knew I was going to go to Amateur Olympia in September. There has been no chill. There has just been go. It's all gas, no brakes. I'm controlling the weight. I'm going heavy. I'm going to go even heavier this next week. Because now I've been doing like reps between 6 to 10. I've been hitting between 6 and 8. But I'm like, you know what? I don't even want to give myself that out on being able to use the weight that I could get for 10 reps. So I'm taking that away. And the funny thing is, I literally just looked at a message from Chiron with my last check-ins, and he literally just put it. It's like 6 to 8 with 30 at the end. And I'm like, I'm already doing that, bro. Like, me and him are on such a click of this. It's fucking crazy. I might have wrote out my program 6 to 10 or 6 to 12. But I'm ignoring that higher number. There's no double digits. I'm not going to hit any double digits for like this whole build phase until the last set. That last set of 30 is where we're going, and that's it. That's the highest. And it's not even like, and that's the thing too, guys. It's not even like a set of 30. It's a special set of 30 where I'm just not going 30 straight. And if you want to know what I'm doing, well, guess what? Watch my videos, because you're going to see it. Or if you really want the nitty gritty on why we're doing it, join Chiron's team. It's like the signature thing he does. It's one of the, like, I'm so glad about it too, because it's pretty much similar to what I was doing, except I just didn't have a number to hit. I would literally just take my 4th set on after heavy sets and just go until failure at a lower weight. I didn't have an actual number that I wanted to hit. Now I do. So, only difference. And we are almost here. So, guys, as you know, I am no longer with Stimulus. I am with Diamond, which is great because this short little, like, it being like 10, 15 minutes closer has saved me so much gas in these Subarus. So, it's funny. It's almost a month, and the amount of money I spent doing the Genoa to Stimulus to now Genoa to here, because that's usually what I do in the morning. But looking at my paperwork on my spreadsheets of my business, we are saving so much money in gas now. It's great. I'm so happy about it because that was stressing me out about how much money the business was losing just because of freaking gas. It was so damn frustrating. And anyone who owns a business knows, like, those little expenditures like gas, electricity and stuff, if you could save X amount of money on that shit, bro, you could save so much money throughout the year. And that's just money that gets to go towards, like, me personally, that goes towards my taxes at the end of the year. That little bit of money we save, I put away for my taxes at the end of the year. And because if anyone doesn't know, you don't pay taxes until the end of the year. Like me right now, I am so freaking terrified. I see how much we made this year. When I say we, I always count my fiance in this business. If it wasn't for Liz, this business wouldn't even be around. Granted, probably going to get some misogynistic freaking comments from this. She's not on my business license. My business is my own. She has no ownership. She has nothing to actually do on paper with the business. And you people don't like that. That sucks. One, she doesn't want to. I've asked her. I've told her. I'm just like, hey, if I start another business, do you want to be part owner of it and everything else? She tells me no. She doesn't want to deal with that shit because guess what? That means I'm going to give her work to do. And she doesn't, if she likes reaping the awards of the hard work than actually doing the hard work. And that's nothing wrong with that. I love her for that. Granted, that's what I want her to have. I don't want her to have to worry about the businesses. I don't want her to have to worry about anything that goes on with them. I literally want her to sit on her ass and just enjoy the rewards from it. It's why when I do shows out of state, I want to be there for like a week or two. Because guess what? She gets to chill and everything else. Like Georgia, I wish we could have spent more time there and been able to actually like go see stuff because we're there 2 days before check-ins, check it, and then we went to check-ins and then went to the show and day after, and then we stayed a little bit longer and then like I think it was like the day after the show freaking went home. But that's why for this Vegas trip, we enjoyed Vegas so much last time we went, going to restaurants and everything else. Granted, I won't be able to do as much with her because we'll be leaving for Vegas on the 8th, getting our Airbnb, and we'd be staying there from the 8th to the 28th. So 20 days we're going to be in Vegas for my national show. And people are like, why are you going for so long? One, my girl works her freaking butt off, guys. Like, absolutely destroys herself with how hard she works for whatever job she has. Like, it doesn't matter if she works at a restaurant. It doesn't matter if she does her management for warehouses. It doesn't matter what the job she's doing now. That woman puts 110% in everything she freaking does. And she gets a reward. And like the best thing is she get like every company she works for, they see how much work she puts in. They see how fast she catches on to shit. And they do award her for it, which I always love. I think they should award her more. I think she should be more vocal about her getting a little bit more from them. But that's beyond the point. The whole point of this is she works her damn ass off. And she does everything she needs to do to be successful as a 9-to-5 worker. And I can never be more proud of her. I wish I had that work ethic when I work for other people. I really don't. I only have that work ethic if I work kind of for myself or towards something. But when it actually comes to working for someone who like pretty much pays my bills, I do what you assign me to do, and that's all I'm doing. I'm not going to do much extra. I've always believed in that. You want me to do extra, cool. Give me the extra pay. Give me the extra. You want to give me more responsibility, you better be paying me for that responsibility in which you're giving me. So that's always, but I'm not saying that is not a good mindset to have, especially if you're one of those people who don't want to own their own business and stuff. If you have that mindset, it's going to get you in a lot more trouble. You're going to lose a lot more jobs and keep. And you're not really going to go high. You're not really going to move up in the world for doing that. But she doesn't do that. She puts in her all, and she doesn't even mean to. It just naturally comes to her to keep learning, and to the point that she actually, in a very short amount of time, can learn things more than others, and are very quick. She's very smart with that. I know she doesn't see it. I tell her all the time, but she's highly intelligent with that. She picks up things very quickly. And she's even better at it than me. She could watch a YouTube video and understand it like that. While me, I have to watch it 3 or 4 times to finally get it. And most of the time, I'm getting frustrated. And then I'm usually contacting someone that I know knows it better than me. So. All right, guys. So, client's done. 8 meals, 2 and 3. Now, we are going home for a little bit. And yes, my massage therapist is here in Reno. I don't have to see him until 5. I still have turkey to cook. And no offense, and no, I don't know why I say no offense, but your boy wants a nap. Today's my rest day, and I make it essential to get almost like 12 hours of sleep on my rest days. So usually 7 to 8 hours a night. And then I usually take like a 3, and then I take like a 2-hour nap, another 2-hour nap, so on and so forth. And I also want to charge this so we have enough battery life so I could video the massage. Because if you guys want to hear me scream and cry like a little baby, that's going to be it. Because my back is fucking sore. My chest is fucking sore. And I know for damn sure David's going to want to hurt me. If you don't know, when this video comes out, it'll be next week. And what I'm going through right now will be done. What I'm doing right now is I'm trying to get a sponsorship. I'm actually trying to get a real sponsorship. As everyone knows, I am an affiliate for King Ice, which is a jewelry company. I'm also an affiliate for Mutant. But what I've been trying to do is get actual sponsorships, actual pay, like I get commission checks and all, but that's only if I make sales, and I get not the biggest commission checks. Usually 5-10% of my sales. If anyone knows, that's not a lot of money. So if like with Mutant, if I sell $200 worth of product with my code, I am only getting like $20 out of that. Which isn't bad. I'm not complaining about it. I love it, and I thank them to death for the opportunity they gave me, because I see affiliationships as getting my foot in the door for sponsorships for when they finally see like, oh, this is an athlete we're gonna want. And I've always showed loyalty. I've always showed dedication to that company. Like Mutant, I want to be sponsored by them. They're probably one of the only supplement companies that I really do want to work for. I love what they do. I love every sponsored athlete with them. It's been with them for years. So I don't see why I wouldn't want to work with them. So they're like a company I want to work for the rest of my life. And I mean that. So, like them, I want to work for them. When it comes to, but I really want to be part of a board shirt company, like really bad. And I would love it to be like Manifest, Chula, or one of them, because those are the board shorts I wear. I love, like Chula, I love their style, I love their designs, I love how diverse they are. Oh, motherfucker. I love how diverse they are. By the way, driving in Reno freaking sucks at this time. Motherfuckers don't know how to drive. Oh my god, we're at a dead fucking stop. And there's no reason for it. Some fucking idiot doesn't know what he wants to do. I have road rage, guys, so you're gonna see that part of me, because that truck behind me almost slammed into me thanks to that dead stop. But like, I love Chula and I love Manifest. Those are my two favorite board shorts. I don't really like dark sports board shorts. I don't like, I didn't like the one, I like the ones Ryan Terry wore for Gymshark, but I'm not a big Gymshark guy. I know Alpha Lead also has board shorts, but I'm not a big Alpha Lead guy either. So, like, my only two options, because they're two that I wear and I like, and I tell my clients, if you're going to buy a brand, buy those two, is Chula and Manifest. Chula, I've looked on their site to see if they had affiliationships. I didn't see anything on there for it, or I would have applied by now. Manifest doesn't have really affiliationship. They're still a brand new company. I know they're growing because guess what? They're picking up all these sponsors. So the thing is, it's just like, okay, who do I want to go with? Chula doesn't really have a way to like getting your foot in the door. This is my second time doing this contest, trying to get with Manifest. Their first time, I didn't make it to round 2, which really upset me. I literally got, like, out of the votes, the dude had 90, I think he had like 95, I had like 5% of the votes between us. This time I'm doing a little better. I have 14% of the votes. I also have a bigger backing. Thank you to Diamond Fit Club, the gym I work out of. They're posting my shit like crazy, trying to get people to vote. Thank you to all my friends on Chiron's team that are, and I mean my teammates and my friends that are sharing all this for me to try to get me and that voted for me. Thank you guys so much. I'm still hoping that we still got plenty of hours to go. It's a 24-hour voting process, and I really do hope I do make it to round 2. But like I was telling Hart, when I mean Hart, I do mean Hart McGrath, which thank you to him and his girl and everyone that he's told to vote. Thank you so much for that. I really do mean it. I love the fact that you see how hard I work. You do see that I am an athlete that puts my heart and soul into this sport and into every aspect of the sport, meaning coaching, competing, and every aspect of it. Like, and seeing that I have the character of someone that can make it here. But like I was telling him, when it comes to this industry, I don't have what a lot of these companies are looking for, and that's a fan base. My followings and everything are going up slowly. In the last year, I was only like at 100 and like something. I think it was like only like 137 followers. Now I'm up to 397. Or probably some of those are just stupid, like bot-only fangirls, which I fucking hate, which shouldn't be allowed on social media. But yeah. So, but the ones that are real, that do follow me and keep up with my story, I thank you guys. I thank you guys for being real fans. I thank you guys for being friends and family and whatever. Like, I really do appreciate everything you guys do for me and my business and my social media and all that. But it is one of the things that you need nowadays. You need a following. If you don't have a following, you're not working towards it. Those really nice contracts, those sponsorships, those affiliationships, they're most likely not going to happen if you don't have it. Trust me, when I got my Mutant one and I only had like 130 followers, I was shocked. But after talking to Big Jim, and Jim is the CEO of Mutant, he doesn't give a shit about that. And neither does the Mutant Company. What they care about are you true athletes that love our product, that use our product. And do you tell people how much you love your product? And I do. I do it consistently. I might not always post about it, or at least I post about it as much as I can. But I tell people about it all the time. Like one of the dudes in the gym, JP, he is an amazing athlete, and he just came up to me and was like, let's go and see how this Mutant shit does, because he took one of our Mutant products and he's like, all right, let's get it. And I was like, all right, let's go. So he's trying that out, and I'm telling you, it is something you want to dabble in, guys. It's a good product. And that's what I mean about this too. I only work with companies that I believe in. I had Raw send me a contract for affiliationship. I had Bucked Up send me a contract for I put in an application to Bucked Up. I can't remember they actually sent me an actual affiliationship contract. And I sent one to Mutant. Raw got to me first. And I was just like, I'm like, all right. I was like, should I go with them? And then I sat there and thought about it. I understand it wasn't a sponsorship. It's not like I'm locked in only using their products. But I wanted to make sure if I went in with a brand, it was a brand that I want to be affiliated with for a very long time. This isn't like a 1 month, 1 year type of thing. Like I want to put my heart and soul into this to make the company know that I care about what they stand for and what they use their product for, and that their product fucking works. So and then I've always loved Mutant. I like Mutant a lot. I used to take their products before I was affiliated with them. I didn't like their branding. I didn't like the artwork on the freaking bottles, but because back then it was very boring. But I liked the way the products worked. And then when they did the revamp and everything, I'm like, yo, this is cool ass design. They're putting more they're putting more ingredients in their products that you actually need. It's not just filler bullshit. And I was just like, and then when I got their contract sent to me, I was just like, yo, that's it. I'm like, I want to be a part of Mutant. I'm like, Mutant's the brand I want to be a part of. Mutant is a company that once I go pro, there's someone I really want to be sponsored by. So I did it. I put it in. And I'm really freaking trying. Once I get my pro card in September, I plan on sending them an email. I plan on talking to my affiliate, or head to the affiliateship and be like, hey, is there a way I can get in with talking to Jim? Because I want this sponsorship. I want to work for you guys, and I want to be one of your athletes. And that's why I keep saying, guys, that I'm going to go pro in September, because what I want people to see is that when I fucking say something and when I mean it, when I say it, it's going to happen. I don't want people to look at me and be like, oh yeah, he keeps saying he's going to do something, but he never does it. Nah, guys, I'm putting myself on the chopping block for a reason. I'm putting myself down for ridicule for a reason. I'm doing it so the fact that when I don't do it, I get called out. But another thing is too, I know my work ethic. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. I will lift as hard as I fucking have to get the muscle I need until showdown. And I know everyone's like, well, that doesn't make sense. I'm like, I understand it doesn't make sense, but what I'm trying to throw out there is how passionate I am about this. And I will get this done. I've been counted out for a lot of things in my life. I was told that I would never get sober. I was told that I was going to relapse and get right back on the streets and shit. And guess what? 6 years later, going on June 7th is my anniversary date for my sobriety date. I will be sober again. So everyone who said that this is the waste of my time, this is the waste of everyone's time to support me through this, you could all shove it up your ass, because I've been fucking proving it over and over again for the last 6 years that I'm someone that you can count on when I say I'm going to do something. Trust me, it hurt me like hell when I didn't get an overall win when I told Chiron I would. And I'm not going to allow that pain to happen again. And I know a lot of you are here like saying, well, didn't you try to get like in the door with Chula in other ways? I'm like, I did. What's happening with it, I don't know. But I put it this way too. You got to put your name out there. You got to put your face out there and everything. If there's an opportunity, you got to go after it. Every opportunity missed is an opportunity lost, bro. It's just like, you cannot, and I've learned this a lot. There's been plenty of times where I had opportunities for me to do something and do something big, and I missed out on that opportunity because I didn't even try to take it. You know what I did? I sat there, I watched, and I saw someone else get what I wanted. And the only reason why they got it is because I didn't even try to get it. I already counted myself out before I even tried. And I made a promise to myself ever since then that I was never going to do that again. So when I see an affiliationship of a brand that I like and a brand that I buy from and a brand that I trust puts up something, I go for it. Because there's something else coming up in 6 days. I'm actually putting in an application to Health and Fitness magazine to have a feature. And they're doing a contest with athletes of all sorts to get a feature in their magazine. And I understand people don't look at magazines anymore. People aren't big with magazines anymore. But when I was a kid, magazines were big. You used to buy a magazine. Like I had a snowboard magazine shot by Sean Way and the whole and most of the American Winter Olympic team back in I was in 8th grade. That's depressing. We're not talking about that. But I'm truthfully 2008. I have a magazine signed by them. And like when I saw that and I saw my favorite athletes in magazines, I'm like, yo, that'd be so cool if that could be me one day. So when I saw the Bucked Up Health and Fitness contest to get on their magazine, get a feature in their magazine, I'm like, screw it, why not try it? They say they want stories of like people coming up, and guess what? I know I don't have the greatest come up story. I'm not like Ali Balagh, who walked through freaking X amount of countries and to escape Afghanistan. But hey, man, I have a story of my own. I was a veteran. I don't like throwing that around. I don't really care that I am a vet, but I was a veteran who served my country, didn't ever see real war, but went overseas, fucking came back to the States, got forced out early medical retirement, which I didn't want, and got sent back into the civilian world with barely any reintegration training, and I fell apart. I fell into alcohol, I fell into drugs, got into a motorcycle club, which just ramped up more partying and drugs. Ended up destroying my life to the point now, 6 years later to this day, and I'm coming back up with a whole new story, coming up with a whole new outlook on life. So I have a story to tell. I have something I can bring to the table and try to show people that just because your life fell apart once does not mean that it's the end. Truthfully, it's just a new beginning. A caterpillar has to go through hell before it turns into a butterfly. Granted, I'm an ugly ass butterfly, but fuck. My story, I hatched out of my chrysalis, and I'm fucking becoming more than I ever thought I could. I'm inspiring people to do things more than I ever thought I could inspire people to do. In all honesty, and like, I don't think I deserve, like, I think I deserve, like, sponsorships and all that? Yeah. But I know as hell as I work hard. I work hard enough to deserve it. And when I have it, I'll work even harder for you. Like, that's just my thing. Because the best part is it's like, everyone asks me, like, why do you want the sponsorships? Why do you want more, what is it called? More responsibilities. And I tell them, I mean, it's like, with more responsibility comes more doors. More doors to open, more paths to go down. Because when you take on those responsibilities and you become like either a sponsored athlete, owning a business, anything, that opens so many more doors of opportunity for you to grow even more as a person. And the one thing a lot of people forget in life is that we gotta never stop growing. Once you stop growing, you become complacent. Once you become complacent, everything starts to fall apart, guys. It's happened to me. This is my third business I've opened. I've tried a training business before. That totally failed because I got complacent in where I was at. Thought everything was good. And didn't think I needed to work hard as hard as I did because of the clientele I had. And guess what? I lost it. Second business, I tried doing two businesses, but I tried doing one was a supplement and clothing company. Thought I had all the freaking knowledge I needed and everything else, and guess what? I didn't, and it failed. Now I have this coaching company, and guess what? It's only been growing because guess what? I haven't took my foot off the gas. Failures are just lessons to teach you who you actually need to be successful in your life. Challenges in life are also there to help you grow into the person you need to be for what you want. So if you're doing bodybuilding, any form of athletics, if you want to be a pro in anything, you gotta remember those days where everything seems like everything's going wrong and life is literally forcing you to evolve, that is the world getting you ready to be who you need to be for what you want to do. Me not doing well in Legions in 2023, right? In 2024, sorry, I forgot what year we were in. I can't remember in 25 or 26. In 24, was an eye-opener. It was to show me, like, yeah, dude, good job. You took a gold in a show. You still worked your butt off for this show, but you want something way more than just winning a regional show, don't you? And guess what? That show proved to me that it showed me, like, hey, just because you won one regional show doesn't mean you can win them all, bro. Doesn't mean anything. You want another gold medal, guess what? You gotta go you gotta go harder than you went last time. And granted, I felt for Legions I did go harder, but I was distracted about stupid ass shit. So guess what? This year, last year, this year, oh no, last year, shit, 25, God. Brain no working. Showed me that when you put your all into something, you get the rewards from it. So that was the Southern Muscle Showdown in Georgia and the Motherload show this year. And guess what? I fucking rocked those shows. I brought confidence in a physique that I never thought I could bring. And guess what I'm going to do for this year for the Olympia, Amateur Olympia, is I'm going to bring even better physique. I'm going to bring even better confidence. I'm going to bring even a better fucking outlook on everything that I believe in. Because I have people that actually believe I can do it. And that's not just Chiron. My fiance, my uncle, my family, my dad. Fuck. People that I've just met that are seeing my work ethic now believe I could do this. My friends believe I could actually do this. So it'd be an insult to them if I just like not allowed myself to push myself that hard. It would be an insult to them if I just sat back and didn't keep my word to what I said. And I would hate myself as a man if I did that. I would hate myself as a person if I did that. Like, how can you like build that much trust with people just to let them down because you didn't want to work hard, or you didn't want to eat that meal, or you didn't want to take that nap or get that rest. You wanted to go out and party instead of doing something. That's a slap in the face for all my, that would be a slap in the face to all my fans and my supporters. And it'd be a slap in my face for myself for everything I said I wanted to do in life. Because I have a lot more aspirations than just being a pro bodybuilder. For the last 3 years, I've been working on trying to open my own gym. And I've been getting opportunities to talk to people to possibly invest in that. And they're asking me just for a little bit more showing of, can I run a business correctly? Because I only technically have 1 year of actual taxes for my business. And they want at least 3 years of proof. So this year and next year. And the good thing is revenue grew this year. And from the looks of it, from what's already happening since this year is already starting, I know we're only in January, but revenue is already growing some more. So I'm showing steady growth within a 3-year span of my business. And if I could keep showing that, I could keep showing that I'm putting the work into it and not allowing off the gas, I'm hoping that they'll see that I'm somebody that they want to invest in, and this is a business they want to grow with, because it's my dream to open up a gym, guys. It's been my dream for years, since I got sober, pretty much 6 years. It's been like a 5 year, 6. My first year of sobriety was just to like let's get sober. But after my first year of sobriety, this is something I've always wanted. I wanted to grow a business and pretty much get out of the curse of poverty. My family curse, man. Like, there's certain people in my family that have left it. But when it comes to my actual household, like my siblings and stuff, no one has actually made really anything on their own. I am the only one that has made his own business. I am the only one that has grown my own business. And with very little help from anybody. This year I've asked for more help. Something I've always needed to work on is that I needed to ask for help for things. And one of my things was, like, because of the big move to a new gym, I needed help with my coaching. Coaches are expensive, guys, and I had to ask one of my family members to be like, hey, he owns a business. I'm like, hey, I need help. I'll do some kind of work for your business, either advertisement, sponsorships, whatever. And he's like, no. He's like, let me just help you. You've worked your ass off. He's like, all of us need a little help sometimes. So, yeah. So right now, I'm trying to see if I could get in with my barber, guys, because this hair and beard are a fucking mess. So this barber shop is the Highway 50 Barber, guys. Fucking amazing. Everyone here is a great professional. Do amazing work. He's done, if you see my show pictures, my beard lineup, my everything, my hair, it's all because of him. I'm gonna go ahead and check it out. I'm gonna see if I can videotape. They are a pretty busy place, so having a tripod and a camera in the middle of the place is probably not the best thing for them. But Look at this. Hopefully it looks prettier when I get back. All right, guys. Peace. Guys, so haircut is done. Beard is trimmed. I look like a normal human being. This is great. All right, so we're headed home. Gonna charge the camera a little bit. My barber said the next time I come in, if I could bring my little tripod, we can videotape the haircut next time. I think I might want to do that because he's a great barber. Definitely someone everyone should check out here in Carson City. Highway 50 barber. Ed, his name is Edgar, if you want his full name. And awesome barber, great guy. Every barber in there is absolutely amazing. Definitely throwing them a shout out on this. And guys, that's it for that. And now I'm gonna go home, eat another meal, take a quick shower, get all this loose hair off me, charge the camera, and then we're off to get the body work done. And you guys get to watch me scream like a little girl. I just worked out back yesterday, so it is a little sore. So I'm not sure how deep I'm going to be able to take today. And I wanted some recovery with the chest. Okay. Because I worked chest yesterday, but dude, even still now, just touching it, it's so tender. More recovery. Yeah, more recovery. Yeah, more recovery today than actual like kind digging into it. Okay. Yeah, because as you can tell, like I'm still loose. Like I'm able to open that up perfectly. Everything's opening up nice and still. Okay. So. And then. Again, to recap this side, what do you want me to do with the lat? Just nothing. It's feeling great. So right now you're feeling good? Yeah, I'm feeling good. I'm just here for just mostly more recovery, touch up, maintain. Yeah, not much like having issues. Yeah, no, I'm not having any issues pushing it out or nothing, bro. So. Coming closer, know that I'm a mess. Tangled up in wires, I can't catch my breath. I run. Falling deeper, I cannot confess. Drowning in the chaos. I can't catch my breath, I run. Definitely feels better. So yeah, also get a pump, bro. I was about to say, I'm like, damn, bro. You have like your arms were not that slow before we started. Right? It's not a workout, bro. Dude, that feels so much better. All right, guys. So body work's done. As you can tell, I have fun with that. That's way easier than he usually goes on me. But today was just what I'm really concentrating on the off season is kind of recovery. The cool thing about him, guys, is you tell him what, but if he finds something, he will look at you and be like, hey, let's fix this now before it becomes a problem, like he did with my tricep. I don't know what it is. My right side is always tighter. It's always a little bit more of a problem when we do the body work. So I'm going to really start paying attention to what I'm doing with that, because it shouldn't be that big of a problem, but yet it is. So we got to fix that. Oh, we're heading home. Second to last meal we got to eat. Then one of my teammates we were talking about him coming over and me helping him with his meditations, which I'm going to record some of it. But I'm pretty sure we're going to do like a fast forward through because, guys, this is something, like there's a reason why I don't show you guys the meditation portion. And that's because that's something Chiron teaches us. And it's something in his program he likes to keep with just the guys in the program. That's something he teaches, that it's something he's very much specializes in. And I get it. Like, if I had something specialized that I was teaching within my coaching program, I wouldn't want it spread around the world either. So you guys want that type of coaching. You guys really want to understand what we are doing and why we are doing it. Well, sign up for Chiron's coaching. Because all honesty, I don't teach that in my coaching either. It's something that's specifically done by him. And I refuse to teach it to anybody else. And one, he politely, like, it's not something I'm going to teach. It's not something I'm going to post on my Instagram or my YouTube. Just not going to happen. You guys go watch his videos. He talks about it sometimes. But I will not talk about those techniques and those teachings because it's not my place. At least that's how I feel, respectfully. So, join his team if you want that. But I am going to help him, my teammate, because he does work with Chiron, and he just feels like he's not doing it right, or he's not getting the full benefits of it. So I told him, hey, come over to the house, let's do it together, because the meditation he's doing is what I usually do at night anyway. So does not bother me at all. Yeah, guys, I feel so much looser. It's great. My chest feels so much better. Didn't really notice this side of my chest was sore until like he actually touched. I was like, holy shit. I hope you guys are really enjoying this side of the road to pro. Because to be honest, I don't know what else to do other than this. I could probably record more of it. I think when one of my rest days is on the weekend and my fiance has off, I'm going to have her actually be my camera woman. Because I'm not going to lie, guys, this was a little bit more tedious than I thought it was going to be. Because as you can tell, I don't sit still. On my days off, it's very rare that I sit still. I'm running around like crazy. I train 7 days a week, guys. I have in-person training 7 days a week. Saturdays and Sundays are for my Genoa clients, and then on Sundays I only take on 2 Genoa clients, and the rest are me traveling to people's houses to do the training. Meaning I do travel clients on Sundays, so I go to their houses and train them. Most of those people are with disabilities. I just signed on someone who is pretty much almost bedridden. They really can't walk well. Really swollen. They have a lot of inflammation in their muscles and everything else. Just discovered that their diet is not the best. It's pretty much just microwave TV meals, and that's all they eat all day. They don't eat real cooked food, so we're changing their diet. We're going to try doing some therapeutic exercises to try to help get some mobility back, be able for them to walk around a little bit more. But it's probably not something that's going to happen, but we can at least make their life more comfortable. That's someone I just signed on. I have another client that has dementia, and he was coming to the gyms, but it was just getting a little bit hard for him to get to the gym, so we started at-home visits. So now I'm visiting at their home and working with them that way. So I'm taking on a lot. It's not too much that I can't handle. It still works around my schedule good enough where I could get all my workouts in and still get enough recovery time to heal. Just like I was telling David with the massages. I'm pretty much just doing the massages in the off season to get a little bit more recovery into my muscles, you know, and getting that blood flow extra does help. So just something I'm going to try to do. I'm going to try to get it in there. Like, I took the camera off because I don't like putting people's prices online. I'd rather them tell you what the price is, so I'm never gonna like blast what their prices are online, so I just totally take that out of the videos altogether. Me and him were talking about it, and I'm gonna try to get in at least twice a month with him for hour sessions. Just like I was saying too, I want to at least do one more session of a full body, head to toe, really get deep and nitty into all the muscles, and just make sure there's not something that he sees. He's really good. Like, I didn't even tell him about my tricep, but he caught it anyway. He's really good at his job. He always finds the deformities on one or two sides, and that helps me then pinpoint, okay, what do I have to do? He usually gives me recommendations on how to do it. And that's what I do. So that is the point of going to a massage therapist. Like, this massage therapist is just not for a massage. He noticed a size difference on me that I didn't notice. And guess what? I worked on it, and now we're equal on each side. So if you're going to invest in a massage therapist, guys, make sure it's someone, like, if you have a coach that they recommend, that they want to do, because that's something you should really definitely look into. But me, when I'm in prep, I'm very selfish. And I think a lot of bodybuilders do understand that. I think a lot of significant others that are watching this can understand this. That bodybuilders got to be selfish when they're in prep. Now, I also say this, and I teach my clients this. You know you're a dick. You know you're selfish during prep. When you're off prep, if you don't shower your significant other with love, attention, dates, gifts, I don't care what the fuck it is, you better be freaking doing it. And if you're a man, not saying it's a difference between female clients and male clients, but from a male's perspective, if you're a dude who does that's in bodybuilding, you're doing this very competitively, and you don't show any gratification towards your significant other, you're a piece of shit. Because I tell you guys this, every time after me and her, after we're done with prep, and I say we are done with prep because she's part of prep just as much as I am, I take her out on dates nonstop. I buy her gifts as much as I can. Because I just showed her that I have enough money to buy all this protocol, pay for a coach, pay for the health protocol, pay for all this blood work, pay for a show, pay for the travel of a damn show, and the hotels, that if I didn't do something for her, she better leave my ass. Because if I'm that selfish that I will not take care of my woman after all she did to take care of me for my 5 seconds of fame on stage, bro, don't deserve shit if you do that. You don't. You don't deserve a woman. You don't deserve a trophy. You don't deserve an overall win. You don't deserve shit. Because just because you're a bodybuilder, you want to be pro, and you want to be a champ, does not mean other people have to suffer for your success. I said it. I don't give a crap. Because I'm going to tell you this. Sometimes I do fall short. We all fall short. We're human. But you should never fall so short that your significant other feels, what's the word? Damn, I sounded so good too. Doesn't feel neglected. That's the word. I don't know how that left me. Doesn't feel neglected. Because you gotta remember, dude, they're not doing this for them. They're doing it for you. And that's like male or female side. They're doing it for you. They're suffering from your bad attitude, the fact that you're hungry and not paying attention to them, the fact that, hey, for us guys, once you're low enough on food, your sex drive's gonna go down. So they're not getting into that either. Depending on who you are, I might or might not have that problem. Yeah. But they're sacrificing just as much as you. And personally with me and my fiance hates bodybuilding. It's not, the only reason she accepts it and she's a part of it, because she sees how much I love it and how hard I work towards it. And if she's willing to do that, I'm willing to do anything for her. And that's how exactly it should be. It's never 50-50. It's not always going to be 50-50. Let me put it that way. Sometimes it's going to be 90-10. Sometimes it's going to be 100-0. Because I can tell you sometimes, there are some points during prep, I had nothing in me to do anything. I had just enough energy to train people and maybe get my workout done. Like, that's how tired I was. I devoted when I'm in prep, I devote everything to bodybuilding, and I can't tell you how many times I say I'm sorry to her because I can't really devote myself into her. But I will say this, every time Chiron gave me a refeed, we went on a refeed day. Granted, she got sick and tired of burgers real fucking fast. But I always made sure if we could change it up to sushi or something, I took her out to sushi. It was always a date. It was always something for me and her. So, if you guys can take anything, if you're having trouble in your relationship with prep, and you're just like, oh, she doesn't support me, or this is the key thing. Wow, she usually supports me in this, but right lately she's been quite a bitch, or some kind of derogatory term that I don't think should be used. Because if you think clearly about it, the only reason probably why she's not giving as much that she did in the beginning of your prep is because you're lacking somewhere. Like, you probably had a refeed and you totally forgot that you guys haven't been on a date in like 3 months. So when you got that refeed and you brought it home and she was sitting there like, wait, what the fuck? Why couldn't this be a moment of you and me? That hurts. Because she's sacrificing so much, but because you had a moment of like happiness and like, oh, I finally get to get some good food in me, you forgot all about her. I'm sorry, if that was me, I'd be pissed off too, and I wouldn't want to be your friend either, or your anything. So if you guys are seeing stuff like that happening in a relationship during prep, like she's seeming more distant, or she's getting a little bit more of an attitude, or if your husband is, because guys got feelings too, especially nowadays, if you're the new generation. I'm going to get so canceled for that. Think about their feelings. They like really take accountability. Do like a real quick like list of like, okay, what did I do this month that I wasn't doing the other months? Like, you know, they love you. They care about you. They want you to be successful just as much as you do. Maybe you're not communicating what you need well enough. And I also say this. I've seen it with some people. I've seen it with clients. I've seen it with fellow competitors. Maybe it's just not something that's meant to be. Not all relationships are meant to be forever. Sometimes people come in your life to help you grow to a certain point, and that's how far you grow. But I've always been a believer that everyone can grow together. You just got to communicate it correctly. You just have to understand each other correctly, because there were moments and times where I felt disconnected with my significant other. Me and Liz just were not connecting on as high of a level as we used to. And you know what? I brought it up to her. We talked about it. I told her, I'm like, hey, babe, this is how I'm feeling, and I don't really understand why, but I really want to talk to you about it so I can figure it out. And all it was is just like we were both just so busy. We weren't seeing each other enough. We weren't communicating, so I felt disconnected from her. Literally, the only time we saw each other is when I came home and she was already going in bed or she was already asleep. So it's just like, oh, okay. I just felt alone. And there are some points during prep where, shit, that just fucking sucks, because you're working out, and most of the time, most of us are working out in the gym by ourselves. Most of the time, like, our coach is busy with other people, so they can't really talk to us. Like, it sometimes gets very lonely. And you can't, and this is something I say to a lot of people, because I've had fellow bodybuilders that are like, my coach didn't answer me, I really need him. So it's like, okay, well, who's your coach? And then they say like some big name, I'm like, bro, like, they're fucking busy. What do you expect? Your coach isn't meant to be there 24/7, 7 days a week, guys. Like, they're there for when you need them, when you actually need them, like show day, freaking peak week, like they're answering every single text message, they're on top of their shit. Like, those are the times when you really want your coach. Now, if you're texting your coach on peak week and your coach ain't getting back to you right away, like, I don't even mean right away, like, give them like 3 freaking hours, guys. Give them a little bit of time. Like, it's not that big of a deal. And truthfully, if you're at that high enough level, you should kind of know how to navigate pig week on your own. Like, if you don't know how to navigate that on your own, like, maybe you shouldn't be maybe you need a different coach that try to help you with more of the fundamentals than the accessories. Because I full on believe that. There are good fundamental coaches and there are good accessory coaches. Fundamental coaches are the ones that teach you from the ground up on how to get where you need to be. And they're with you every step of the way. And then accessory coaches, what I like to call them, are just coaches that kind of put the spice into your training or put the spice into your protocol or something. Like, they're not there to like tell you exactly what to eat and when to eat it and how to eat it. They're there to be like, all right, here's your meal plan. Here's your workout plan. Here's your protocol. All right, cool. Any questions? No? Cool. All right. Talk to you next week. Or talk to you in 3 or 4 days to see if it's working out or not. Like, you gotta remember, there's different coaches for different levels. If you're at one of those higher levels where you're like steps before going pro, you can't expect your coach to like hold your hand through fucking everything. You can't expect your coach to tell you, oh, you're looking great, big guy. Like, good job. Like, you can't expect that out of them because that's not their fucking job. You should already know how to navigate yourself emotionally and physically to be able to get through that stuff. Like, granted, I'm not gonna lie. Is it nice to hear your coach say, yo, man, you're looking fucking on point? Of course. But you can't expect that all the time. If you're expecting that all the time, 1, get the hell out of the sport because it's not gonna freaking happen. 2, coaches have a lot of freaking clients and there's not enough good coaches in the industry. There's a lot of coaches in the industry, but there's not a lot of good coaches in the industry to be like, that they could take on everyone and do that with everybody. You also got to remember too, if you're someone doing your first show and you know your coach also has someone doing like their like 3rd national show and they're like right about there to get their pro card, dude doing their first show might get the attention. He might get a little bit more attention just due to the fact he doesn't know how to navigate through everything. But you should also expect that national show client should know what the fuck he should be doing. That's just what I have to say. Hey, my fiance's here. All right, guys, so I'm gonna end the video here. My buddy needs a friend. My fiance needs help bringing all that laundry because I was so busy today that I could not help with that today. Like, see, like I said, you gotta help. So guys, please like, share, subscribe, comment what you guys want to see because episode 1 and 2 didn't get the most views and I thought they were actually pretty good videos. So if you guys can just tell me what you want to see, I'll give it to you. I want to make this just as much as fun for you as it is for me to making this, as much as fun, so it can be as much fun to watch it. All right? Peace, guys. Love you.